Hi, and welcome to Finland. First of all, the movie was amazing, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this your first time in Finland, and how do you like it so far?
Yes, it is. I just got in yesterday, and so far I love it. I walked around for a few hours, and I looked in like the windows. I window shopped and saw some really wonderful furniture and little boutiques and clothes, and had a great dinner last night. So so far I've loved it. The people are laid back and friendly and respectful, and it's been great.
Great. Did you find anything to take home with you?
I am going to. I have some ideas, but I'm gonna definitely take something.
How did you prepare for the role of Leah, and did you take a lot of physical training for it? I know the guys had to get big muscles, but about you?
I mean, that is the one nice thing about me being like the girl in the wolf pack. I didn't have to do anything physical training at all, and I thought that was sort of strange. I knew the boys were going to the gym every day, and I thought for a long time maybe they just forgot. Like, I thought that my phone was going to ring any day, and it was going to be somebody saying, yeah, so your trainer, you got to start working out every day. But it never happened. Fortunately, with Twilight, the movies they're based on these books, and the characters are so fleshed out in the books. So to prepare for playing one of the characters, for me playing Leah, the vast majority of the preparation came from reading the books and studying her character and trying to fit all of those layers that are in the book into, a limited amount of screen time.
Yeah, that takes me to the similarities between you and Leah. Have you found any, and how did you get to the dark and moody set of mind of Leah for the shootings?
I think Leah and I we're both tough and loyal and stubborn, and I'm a tomboy at heart. I grew up around boys. I have a younger brother like she does. And I will say that more so in Eclipse than in Breaking Dawn, playing her, one of the biggest challenges was just being angry all the time. It's very exhausting to be so angry, and I don't really express anger in my life. So that was one of the bigger challenges. I learned from her, I guess, how to be angry all the time.
And how do you feel sympathy for Leah, since everyone thinks she's a nuisance, but reality she's just broken-hearted?
That's totally how I feel. I feel so much empathy for her, and I think she's quite misunderstood, and it's too bad. I think part of what I wanted to do when I was approaching or playing her was make people feel bad for her, even though everybody in the movies is so mean and nobody wants her, and she doesn't fit in, and she doesn't get a lot of sympathy. I don't think she really gets any sympathy in the movies at all. But I thought it was really important to try and make the audience understand where she's coming from in her anger.
Yes. Was there a good team spirit between the filming crew? Completely.
I think the cast and the crew, we sort of feel like a sports team or like a team, and everybody really collaborates and works together very, very well. I think a lot of it must be because most of the cast we've been working together for years now, so everybody's really comfortable with each other and knows how each other work, and it's a real gift to be able to work with a group of people repeatedly, because you pick up where you left off, and everybody gets deeper and deeper into their characters, and it gets more and more rewarding.
So who was your favorite on the set?
My favorite cast member?
Yeah.
Well, I loved working with Taylor. I found him, he's very fun, and he keeps the atmosphere on set really light, and a lot of our scenes are intense and heavy and sort of intimate, and in between takes we would be joking around and making faces at each other, and that's a fun way to do work with serious material.
Okay. Was he the comedian or was there someone else also?
There are a lot of comedians, which is really fortunate. Most of the Wolfpack they're very funny. They're very like rambunctious and silly. And Taylor too is more joking around. Okay. A lot of that.
Yep. In which point is the Breaking Dawn Part 2 going on now? Is the filming over or?
Yep, we finished filming. We filmed Part 1 and Part 2 continuously. So over 7 months, we filmed them as though it was one movie, which is confusing. But we got it done, I think.
Okay. Now, since it's over, is there sadness among you all? And what will you miss the most?
I think there's definitely a sadness. I think it's mixed feelings. Part of it is it's an excitement about the future, but I think I personally, I just really can't imagine. I know I'll never have another experience like this, and there's a sadness to that because getting to play the same character over and to get deeper and deeper into her, and also to go to work with your friends and to work on a project that has an audience like this, like so many people want to see, and to work with the people who, like the directors and the caliber of people who work on these films. It's just it's an incredible formula. So I'm sad to say goodbye to all of that.
Since there are million fans, how does it feel to be realizing that you're going to be in the minds of all, since it's the 21st century's most loved saga?
I can't wrap my head around that. I mean, I guess it's like these are the words that come to mind, like awesome and surreal and an honor and kind of I hope that it's not disappointing.
I'm sure it won't be. What are your plans for the future? More films, or would you prefer TV or theater?
I think that my favorite is film. I also love the theater. I started in theater and I went back to it right after, in between filming Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. And I always love to go back to it occasionally, but it's really hard. Theater is like very, very hard. A little bit of everything, I guess, but mostly film.
How do you spend your free time?
Mostly in my free time, I just like to relax and to spend time with my like really good friends and go to dinner and read and relax. That's how so far that's how I've been spending my free time.
Well, that's a good way.
Yeah.
Are you still doing modeling or dancing? I understand you started when you were 4.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
No, I don't dance anymore, which is sad. It's bittersweet. It's when you stop dancing, your body just stops remembering how to dance, really. And so it's sort of depressing when I do it now. And I don't model. I've wanted to act more than those two things. So now that's what I get to do.
So acting is your passion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What kind of feedback have you received from your fans?
I don't think I have had anybody ever be mad at me, which is good, or like disappointed or negative. Wow, I never thought about that. Maybe those people just don't say anything, but it's been so positive dealing with fans and meeting them, and it's a really special part of, I think, this project, of being involved with this project.
What was your favorite moment during Breaking Dawn Part 1?
Filming it or watching it?
Both.
Oh boy. I really loved the day on set. I really liked working. My scenes in Part 1 are really small. There's just a couple characters. It's either just me and Taylor, or me and Taylor and Boo Boo Stewart, and the director. And I just really enjoyed working with those guys and with Bill Condon. My favorite part of the movie, I think my favorite part of the movie is, I've seen it a couple times now, is the last frame of the movie. I like it. I'm very excited to get to that point.
Okay. Would you think the pack mind would be good among friends?
No, no, absolutely not. It's funny, sometimes in my life now, I'll be sitting somewhere and, you know, having a conversation or something, and I will just, out of the blue, think, you know, oh, thank God nobody can read my mind right now. Or, you know, I wonder what, I don't want to know. I really thought about that. This is things I've learned from Twilight. I really don't want to live forever, and I really don't want to know what people are thinking.
Okay. Thank you for the interview and good luck for the feature.
Thank you very much.